10 Rules to Unleash Your Mental Power, Become Mentally Unstoppable, written and published by Audiobooks. Chapter 1. Resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, challenges, and failures. It's about facing adversity head-on and refusing to let it break you. Imagine a rubber band. No matter how much you stretch it, it always returns to its original shape. That's what resilience does for the mind. It allows you to recover from difficulties and come out stronger on the other side. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. Sometimes things don't go as planned. You might face personal challenges like losing a job, experiencing a breakup, or dealing with illness. Or you could encounter obstacles in your goals, such as failing an exam or missing out on an opportunity. These situations can be disheartening, but they're also a normal part of life. Everyone faces difficulties at some point, but what sets people apart is how they respond to these challenges. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is okay when it's not. It's about acknowledging your feelings, processing them, and then choosing to move forward despite the difficulties. Resilient people understand that setbacks are temporary, not permanent. They don't let a single failure define their entire journey. Instead, they learn from their experiences, adjust their approach, and keep going. Think of resilience as a muscle. Just like you strengthen your physical muscles by working out, you can build your resilience by practicing it regularly. Every time you face a challenge and choose to persevere, you're strengthening your mental muscles. Over time, this makes you more equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. One of the keys to building resilience is maintaining a positive outlook. This doesn't mean being unrealistically optimistic or denying reality. Instead, it's about focusing on what you can control and finding the silver lining in tough situations. When you face a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or, how can I grow from this experience? Shifting your perspective in this way helps you stay motivated and keeps you from feeling overwhelmed by negativity. Another important aspect of resilience is having a strong support system. No one has to go through tough times alone. Friends, family, mentors, and even professional counselors can provide emotional support, encouragement, and guidance. Don't be afraid to lean on others when you need help. Sharing your feelings and experiences with someone you trust can lighten the emotional load and give you the strength to keep moving forward. Resilience also involves self-care. When you're facing challenges, it's easy to neglect your own well-being. But taking care of your physical and mental health is crucial for maintaining your resilience. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating nutritious foods, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Regular exercise can also be a great way to release stress and boost your mood. It's also important to set realistic goals for yourself. Break down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This makes it easier to track your progress and feel a sense of accomplishment along the way. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Each step forward is a victory that strengthens your resilience. Lastly, remember that resilience isn't about being tough all the time. It's okay to feel vulnerable, to cry, or to ask for help when you need it. Being resilient means allowing yourself to experience the full range of emotions, but not letting those emotions keep you from moving forward. It's about finding the balance between acknowledging your struggles and continuing to push through them. Chapter 2. Discipline. Discipline is the foundation of success. It's the ability to stay focused on your goals and stick to your commitments, even when it's tough. Think of discipline as the invisible force that keeps you moving forward, even when you don't feel like it. It's what separates those who merely dream from those who achieve their dreams. At its core, discipline is about making choices that align with your long-term goals rather than giving in to short-term temptations. For example, let's say you have a goal to get in shape. Discipline is what keeps you going to the gym, even on days when you'd rather stay in bed. It's what helps you choose a healthy meal over fast food, even when it's more convenient to grab something quick. It's not about being perfect, but about consistently making the choices that bring you closer to where you want to be. Building discipline isn't easy, especially in a world full of distractions. Everywhere you look, there are things designed to pull your attention away: social media, TV, junk food, and countless other temptations. It's easy to get sidetracked and lose focus on what really matters. But discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Each time you resist a temptation and make a choice that aligns with your goals, you're strengthening your discipline. One way to build discipline is by creating routines. Routines help take the decision-making out of the equation, making it easier to stick to good habits. For instance, if you have a routine of exercising every morning at the same time, it becomes a part of your daily life, something you do automatically without having to think about it. Over time, these routines turn into habits, and those habits are what lead to success. Another important aspect of discipline is setting clear goals. When you know exactly what you're working toward, it's easier to stay motivated and on track. Write down your goals and keep them somewhere visible as a constant reminder of what you're striving for. Break these goals down into smaller, manageable steps so that they don't feel overwhelming. Each step you complete will give you a sense of accomplishment and motivate you to keep going. It's also crucial to be patient with yourself. Discipline doesn't mean being perfect all the time. There will be days when you slip up or feel like giving up, and that's okay. What matters is how you respond to those moments. Instead of beating yourself up, acknowledge the setback and then refocus on your goals. Discipline is about persistence, not perfection. It's about showing up every day, even when it's hard, and continuing to push forward. A big part of discipline is learning to delay gratification. It's easy to want immediate results, but most worthwhile goals take time to achieve. Whether you're saving money, losing weight, or learning a new skill, progress often comes slowly. Discipline helps you stay committed even when the rewards aren't immediate. It teaches you to trust the process and keep working toward your goals, knowing that the effort will pay off in the end. One of the best ways to develop discipline is through self-reflection. Take time to regularly evaluate your progress and consider what's working and what's not. Are there certain distractions that keep pulling you away from your goals? Are there habits you need to change? By reflecting on your actions and adjusting as needed, you can continuously improve your discipline and stay on track. It's also important to surround yourself with people who support your goals. Positive influences can help keep you motivated and accountable. If you have friends or family members who share similar goals, consider working together to stay disciplined. Having someone to share your journey with can make it easier to stay committed, especially on days when your motivation is low. Remember, discipline is a skill that anyone can develop. It's not something you're born with, it's something you build over time through practice and persistence. Every time you choose to act in line with your goals, you're strengthening your discipline. And the more disciplined you become, the closer you'll get to achieving your dreams. Chapter 3. Focus. Focus is like a superpower for the mind. It's the ability to concentrate on a single task or goal, blocking out distractions and staying fully engaged in what you're doing. When you're focused, you're in the zone, and everything else fades away. This state of deep concentration allows you to work more efficiently, think more clearly, and achieve better results. In today's world, focus can be hard to maintain. We live in an age of constant notifications, endless entertainment, and countless demands on our attention. It's easy to feel pulled in a million different directions at once. But without focus, it's tough to make real progress on anything. Your energy gets scattered, and tasks take longer to complete, or don't get done at all. Think of focus as a beam of light. When it's spread out, it's weak and unfocused. But when you concentrate that light into a laser, it becomes incredibly powerful. The same goes for your mind. When you spread your attention across too many things, it's hard to make any real impact. But when you focus all your mental energy on one thing, you can accomplish much more in less time. One of the first steps to improving focus is to get clear on what you want to achieve. When you have a specific goal in mind, it's easier to direct your attention toward it. Write down your goal and keep it in front of you as a constant reminder. This helps you stay on track and avoid getting distracted by things that don't matter. Next, eliminate as many distractions as possible. Distractions are the biggest enemies of focus. They can be external, like noise, phone notifications, or interruptions from other people, or internal, like wandering thoughts and worries. To stay focused, create an environment that supports concentration. Turn off notifications, Close unnecessary tabs on your computer and set boundaries with others when you need to concentrate. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring your attention back to the task at hand. Another key to staying focused is to work in blocks of time. Trying to concentrate for long stretches without a break can lead to burnout and make it harder to maintain focus. Instead, use techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work intensely for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 work sessions, take a longer break. These short breaks help refresh your mind and keep your focus sharp. It's also helpful to prioritize your tasks. Not all tasks are equally important, and trying to do everything at once can overwhelm your focus. Start by identifying the most important task, the one that will have the biggest impact on your goal, and focus on that first. Once you've completed it, move on to the next most important task. This way, you're using your focus on what really matters, rather than spreading it too thin across less important activities. The task at hand feels overwhelming or difficult. When this happens, break the task down into smaller, more manageable steps. This makes it easier to start and gives you a sense of progress as you complete each step. The more progress you make, the easier it is to stay focused and keep going. Mindfulness can also be a powerful tool for improving focus. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you train your mind to stay in the present, which can help reduce distractions and improve concentration. Simple mindfulness exercises, like focusing on your breath for a few minutes or paying attention to the sensations in your body, can help bring your attention back to the here and now. It's important to recognize that focus is a skill that takes time to develop. Don't be too hard on yourself if you find it difficult to concentrate at first. Like any skill, focus improves with practice. Start small and gradually increase the amount of time you spend in focused work. Over time, you'll find it easier to block out distractions and stay fully engaged in your tasks. One more thing to keep in mind is that focus isn't about working nonstop. It's also about knowing when to take breaks and recharge. Rest is essential for maintaining high levels of focus over the long term. Make sure to schedule regular breaks and time for relaxation in your day. When you return to work after a break, you'll find it easier to concentrate and stay productive. Chapter 4: Adaptability. Adaptability is the ability to adjust to new conditions, changes, and challenges with a positive mindset. It's what allows you to thrive in an ever-changing world, no matter what life throws your way. When you're adaptable, you're like a tree that bends in the wind without breaking. You stay grounded, but you're flexible enough to move with the currents of life. Life is full of surprises. Sometimes things don't go according to plan, and that's okay. Being adaptable means accepting that change is a natural part of life. Whether it's a change in your job, your personal life, or the world around you, adaptability helps you stay calm and composed, even when things are uncertain. Instead of resisting change, adaptable people embrace it and look for ways to make the best of new situations. One of the key aspects of adaptability is having an open mind. When you're open to new ideas and ways of doing things, you're more likely to find creative solutions to problems. This doesn't mean you have to accept every change that comes your way without question. It simply means being willing to consider different perspectives and approaches. By keeping an open mind, you give yourself the opportunity to learn and grow, which is essential for adapting to change. Another important part of adaptability is flexibility. Flexibility is the ability to adjust your plans or actions when things don't go as expected. For example, let's say you've planned a big outdoor event, but it starts raining. An adaptable person would quickly come up with a plan B, maybe moving the event indoors or rescheduling it for another day. Instead of getting frustrated by the unexpected weather, they would find a way to work around it. Being flexible means you don't get stuck when things don't go your way. Instead, you find a new path forward. Adaptability also involves being proactive. Rather than waiting for change to happen to you, take the initiative to prepare for it. This might mean learning new skills, staying informed about trends in your field, or thinking ahead about potential challenges. By staying proactive, you can adapt more easily when change does come because you've already taken steps to be ready for it. One of the biggest obstacles to adaptability is fear of the unknown. It's natural to feel uneasy when faced with uncertainty, but being adaptable means finding ways to move forward despite that fear. It's about trusting yourself to handle whatever comes your way. Remember that you've faced challenges before and come out stronger. This time will be no different. Each new experience, even if it's difficult, is an opportunity to learn and grow. Adaptability isn't just about reacting to change, it's also about embracing it. Change can bring new opportunities and experiences that you might not have considered before. When you approach change with a positive attitude, you're more likely to see the possibilities that come with it. Instead of focusing on what you're losing, try to focus on what you might gain. This shift in perspective can make a big difference in how you handle change. Another aspect of adaptability is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, and it goes hand in hand with adaptability. When you're adaptable, you're better able to recover from challenges because you can adjust your approach and keep moving forward. It's about being able to pivot when things don't go as planned and finding new ways to reach your goals. It's also important to remember that adaptability is a skill that can be developed. The more you practice being flexible and open-minded, the easier it becomes. Start by making small changes in your daily routine or trying new activities that push you out of your comfort zone. Over time, you'll find that you're more comfortable with change and better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Being adaptable doesn't mean you have to go it alone. It's okay to seek support and advice from others when you're facing change. Talking things through with friends, family, or colleagues can provide new perspectives and help you come up with creative solutions. Sometimes, just knowing that you're not alone in dealing with change can make it easier to adapt. Chapter 5: Confidence. Confidence is believing in yourself and your abilities. It's that inner voice that says, "I can do this," even when you're facing challenges or stepping into the unknown. When you have confidence, you're more willing to take risks, try new things, and push yourself beyond your comfort zone. It's not about being arrogant or thinking you're better than others. It's about having a healthy self-assurance that you can handle whatever comes your way. Confidence starts with self-acceptance. It's about recognizing your strengths and acknowledging your weaknesses without letting them hold you back. No one is perfect, and everyone has areas where they can improve. Confidence comes from understanding that it's okay to have flaws and that they don't define your worth. When you accept yourself as you are, you free yourself from the fear of judgment and start focusing on what you can achieve. One of the best ways to build confidence is through preparation. When you're well prepared, you feel more capable and ready to tackle challenges. Whether it's preparing for a presentation at work, studying for an exam, or practicing a skill, putting in the time and effort beforehand boosts your confidence. You know you've done the work, and that gives you the assurance that you can succeed. Another key to building confidence is setting and achieving small goals. When you accomplish something, no matter how small, it gives you a sense of achievement and reinforces your belief in your abilities. Start with goals that are within your reach and gradually challenge yourself with more difficult tasks. Each success builds your confidence and motivates you to keep going. Positive self-talk is also crucial for confidence. The way you talk to yourself has a big impact on how you feel. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough or that you'll fail, it's hard to feel confident. Instead, try to replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Remind yourself of your strengths, past successes, and the progress you've made. It might feel awkward at first, but over time, positive self-talk can help shift your mindset and boost your confidence. Confidence is also about how you carry yourself. Your body language can influence how you feel and how others perceive you. Stand tall, make eye contact, and speak clearly. Even if you're feeling nervous on the inside, projecting confidence on the outside can help you start to feel more confident. It's a bit like acting. When you play the role of a confident person, you can start to embody those feelings for real. It's important to remember that confidence isn't something you either have or don't have. It's a skill that can be developed with practice. Everyone has moments of doubt, but confident people know how to push through those moments and keep moving forward. They understand that confidence isn't about never feeling afraid or unsure. It's about taking action despite those feelings. One of the biggest barriers to confidence is the fear of failure. It's natural to worry about making mistakes or falling short, but failure is a part of life and an important part of learning. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your worth, try to view it as an opportunity to grow. Every time you fail, you learn something new, and that knowledge makes you stronger and more capable. The more you embrace failure as a learning experience, the less it will hold you back, and the more confident you'll become. It's also helpful to step outside your comfort zone regularly. When you challenge yourself to try new things, you build resilience and confidence. Each time you succeed, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. Even when things don't go as planned, you learn and grow from the experience. Over time, these small acts of bravery add up, and your confidence grows stronger. Lastly, remember that confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being okay with who you are and knowing that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. Confident people aren't afraid to ask for help, admit when they don't know something, or change their minds when new information comes along. They understand that confidence isn't about having all the answers, it's about trusting yourself to find them. Chapter 6. Patience. Patience is the ability to stay calm and composed while waiting for something to happen or when things aren't going as planned. It's about understanding that good things take time and that sometimes the best outcomes require us to wait and trust the process. In a world where everything seems to move at lightning speed, patience can feel like a rare quality. But it's one of the most valuable skills you can develop. We often hear that patience is a virtue, and it truly is. When you're patient, you're able to navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of peace and stability. Patience allows you to avoid rushing into decisions or actions that you might later regret. Instead of reacting impulsively, you take the time to think things through, considering the long-term effects of your choices. One of the biggest challenges to patience is the desire for instant gratification. We live in a time where we're used to getting what we want quickly, whether it's fast food, instant messaging, or same-day delivery. But some of the most important things in life don't happen overnight. Relationships, careers, personal growth, these all take time to develop and flourish. Patience is what allows you to enjoy the journey, even when the destination feels far away. Being patient also means accepting that you can't control everything. There will be times when things don't go according to plan, and that's okay. Patience helps you to stay calm in the face of uncertainty and to trust that things will work out in the end, even if the path isn't always clear. It's about letting go of the need to rush and embracing the natural pace of life. One way to cultivate patience is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being present in the moment, fully engaged with what you're doing right now. When you're mindful, you're less focused on what's coming next and more on what's happening now. This can help reduce feelings of impatience and anxiety, allowing you to enjoy the present without constantly worrying about the future. Another aspect of patience is understanding that setbacks and delays are a normal part of life. When you encounter obstacles, it's easy to get frustrated and want to give up. But patience reminds you that setbacks are just temporary and that persistence pays off. Instead of seeing delays as roadblocks, try to view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Every challenge you face can make you stronger and more resilient if you approach it with patience. It's also important to be patient with yourself. We all have goals and dreams, and it's natural to want to achieve them as quickly as possible, but self-improvement and personal growth take time. You're not going to change overnight, and that's okay. Be kind to yourself as you work towards your goals, and remember that progress is progress, no matter how slow it may seem. Patience with yourself allows you to stay motivated and avoid burnout. Patience is also crucial in relationships. Whether it's with friends, family, or colleagues, being patient helps you to communicate more effectively and to understand others better. It's easy to get annoyed when someone doesn't meet your expectations or when things don't go smoothly in a relationship. But patience allows you to step back, take a deep breath, and approach the situation with empathy and understanding. It's about giving people the time and space they need, just as you would want them to do for you. In many ways, patience is about trust, trusting that things will happen in their own time and trusting yourself to handle whatever comes your way. It's not about passively waiting for things to get better, but about actively engaging with the process, even when it's slow. Patience gives you the strength to keep going, even when the road is long and the destination is far away. Developing patience can be challenging, especially in a fast-paced world, but it's a skill that can be cultivated with practice. Start by being aware of when you're feeling impatient. Notice the physical and emotional signs, like a racing heart, shallow breathing, or feelings of frustration. When you recognize these signs, take a moment to pause and breathe deeply. Remind yourself that it's okay to wait and that good things often take time. It's also helpful to set realistic expectations for yourself and others. When you expect things to happen quickly, you're more likely to feel impatient when they don't. By setting more realistic timelines and goals, you can reduce frustration and enjoy the process more. Remember that everyone moves at their own pace, and that's okay. Chapter 7. Gratitude. Gratitude is about recognizing and appreciating the good things in your life, no matter how big or small. It's the practice of noticing what you have, rather than focusing on what you lack. When you make gratitude a regular part of your life, it changes your perspective and makes you feel more content and fulfilled. Gratitude is like a lens that brings the beauty of your life into sharper focus. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, constantly striving for more success, more possessions, more achievements. But when you stop to think about it, there's so much already in your life that's worth appreciating. From the simple pleasures of a warm cup of coffee in the morning to the love and support of family and friends, life is filled with moments that deserve your gratitude. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or difficulties you might be facing. It's not about pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it's about finding the good, even in tough times. When you focus on what you're grateful for, it helps you stay positive and resilient, even when life gets hard. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right, and that can make a big difference in how you feel. One of the easiest ways to practice gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few minutes to write down a few things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big or profound, just anything that brought you a little joy or made your day a bit brighter. Over time, you'll start to notice that there's more to be grateful for than you might have realized. And when you look back at your journal, you'll see a record of all the good in your life, which can be incredibly uplifting. Another way to cultivate gratitude is by expressing it to others. When someone does something kind for you, take the time to thank them. Whether it's a simple thank you or a heartfelt note, letting people know you appreciate them not only makes them feel good but also strengthens your own sense of gratitude. It's a way of acknowledging the positive impact others have on your life and spreading that positivity around. Gratitude also has a way of deepening your connections with others. When you're thankful for the people in your life, you're more likely to show them kindness, patience, and understanding. This, in turn, fosters stronger, more meaningful relationships. When you focus on what you appreciate about the people around you, you're less likely to get caught up in minor annoyances or misunderstandings. Instead, you'll see the bigger picture and value the relationships you have. But gratitude isn't just about what others do for you. It's also about appreciating yourself. Take a moment to recognize your own efforts and accomplishments. Be grateful for your strengths, your resilience, and the progress you've made, even if it's not always easy to see. Self-gratitude helps you build a healthy self-esteem and reminds you that you're worthy of appreciation too. Gratitude also encourages a mindset of abundance. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you start to realize that you already have a lot in your life. This mindset helps reduce feelings of envy, greed, or dissatisfaction because you're less focused on what you don't have and more on what you do. It's about shifting from a scarcity mentality, where there's never enough, to an abundance mentality, where there's plenty to go around. Gratitude can also improve your mental health. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude tend to be happier and less stressed. When you focus on the positive aspects of your life, it reduces negative emotions like anxiety, anger, and frustration. It's hard to feel both grateful and unhappy at the same time. Gratitude naturally brings a sense of peace and contentment. In moments when life feels overwhelming, gratitude can be a powerful tool to bring you back to the present. When you're stressed or anxious, take a deep breath and think about something you're grateful for. It could be as simple as the roof over your head, the air you breathe, or the support of a friend. Focusing on these small blessings can help ground you and remind you that, even in tough times, there's still good in your life. Chapter 8. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is all about being fully present in the moment. It's the practice of paying attention to what's happening right now without judgment or distraction. When you're mindful, you're aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, but you don't let them overwhelm you. Instead, you observe them with curiosity and acceptance. This simple practice can have a big impact on your mental well-being and overall quality of life. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the rush of daily life. We're often multitasking, thinking about the future, or dwelling on the past. Mindfulness invites you to slow down and focus on the present. It's about experiencing each moment fully, without being sidetracked by worries or distractions. One of the key benefits of mindfulness is that it helps you manage stress. When you're mindful, you're less likely to be overwhelmed by stressors because you're not reacting impulsively. Instead, you're able to pause and respond more calmly. This can help you handle challenging situations with greater ease and reduce the overall impact of stress on your life. Mindfulness also encourages self-compassion. When you're mindful, you become more aware of your inner dialogue. This awareness helps you to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, rather than being overly critical. When you make a mistake or face a setback, mindfulness allows you to approach yourself with compassion, acknowledging that everyone makes mistakes and that you deserve kindness and patience from yourself. Chapter 9. Positivity. Positivity is all about focusing on the good things in life and maintaining an optimistic outlook, even when things aren't going perfectly. It's a way of thinking that helps you see the silver lining in every cloud and encourages you to approach life's challenges with a hopeful attitude. Embracing positivity can make a huge difference in your overall well-being and happiness. At its core, positivity is about choosing how you react to situations. It's easy to get caught up in negativity, especially when things don't go as planned or when life feels overwhelming. But positivity is about shifting your perspective and finding the bright side, even in difficult circumstances. It doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about focusing on what you can control and finding ways to move forward with a positive mindset. One of the simplest ways to cultivate positivity is through gratitude. By regularly acknowledging and appreciating the good things in your life, you naturally shift your focus away from what's going wrong. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down things you're thankful for each day. They don't have to be big. Sometimes the smallest things can bring the most joy. This practice helps you develop a habit of looking for the positive, which in turn can uplift your mood and outlook. Positivity also involves self-talk. How you speak to yourself matters. The way you talk to yourself can influence how you feel and how you approach challenges. Practice speaking to yourself with kindness and encouragement. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try saying, "I'll give it my best shot." Positive self-talk helps build confidence and resilience, making it easier to tackle obstacles with a constructive attitude. Embracing positivity means also being gentle with yourself during tough times. It's okay to feel frustrated or disappointed, and it's important to acknowledge those feelings. Positivity doesn't mean you have to be happy all the time. It means finding ways to cope with challenges in a constructive manner. Allow yourself to feel your emotions, but also look for ways to uplift yourself. Engage in activities that make you feel good, whether it's spending time with loved ones, enjoying a hobby, or simply taking a break. Visualization is another powerful tool for fostering positivity. Imagine yourself achieving your goals or successfully overcoming challenges. This positive imagery helps reinforce your belief in your abilities and creates a hopeful mindset. Visualization can boost your motivation and help you stay focused on your objectives, making it easier to tackle tasks with enthusiasm and confidence. Practicing kindness is also closely tied to positivity. When you perform acts of kindness, whether big or small, it not only benefits others but also enhances your own sense of well-being. Helping others can create a ripple effect of positivity, fostering a sense of connection and fulfillment. Simple gestures like a smile, a compliment, or lending a helping hand can brighten someone's day and contribute to a more positive environment. Positivity can also be strengthened by focusing on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. When faced with a challenge, instead of fixating on what went wrong, think about how you can address the issue and find a solution. This proactive approach helps you stay optimistic and motivated, allowing you to overcome obstacles more effectively. Another important aspect of positivity is maintaining a sense of humor. Laughter has a powerful impact on your mood and overall well-being. It helps you to relax, reduce stress, and view life's challenges with a lighter perspective. Find joy in the everyday moments and don't be afraid to laugh at yourself. Humor can be a great way to shift your mindset and bring a smile to your face. Building and maintaining positivity is a journey, and it takes practice. It's not about being perfect or never feeling negative emotions. It's about developing habits and strategies that help you stay optimistic and resilient. Celebrate the small victories along the way and be patient with yourself as you work on cultivating a more positive mindset. Chapter 10: Courage. Courage is the ability to face fear, challenges, or adversity with confidence and determination. It's not about being fearless, but about moving forward despite feeling afraid. Courage is what helps you take risks, overcome obstacles, and stand up for what you believe in, even when it's tough. It's a quality that can inspire you to achieve your goals and live a fulfilling life. At its heart, courage is about facing the unknown with a brave heart. We all encounter moments in life that make us anxious or uncertain. Whether it's starting a new job, speaking up in a meeting, or making a big life change, it's natural to feel nervous. Courage doesn't mean you won't feel scared. It means you choose to act even when you're afraid. It's about acknowledging your fears and deciding not to let them hold you back. One way to build courage is by taking small steps outside your comfort zone. You don't have to leap into the deep end right away. Start with manageable challenges that push you just a bit beyond what you're used to. Each time you face a small fear and overcome it, you build your courage and confidence. Over time, these small victories add up and prepare you for bigger challenges. Courage also involves standing up for yourself and your values. It can be difficult to speak out or assert yourself, especially if you're worried about what others might think. But true courage means standing firm in your beliefs and doing what you know is right, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about trusting yourself and your principles, even in the face of opposition. Another important aspect of courage is resilience. Life is full of setbacks and failures, and it's easy to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned. But courage is about getting back up and trying again. It's about learning from your mistakes and using them as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Each time you persevere through adversity, you strengthen your courage and grow as a person. Sometimes, courage is about taking the first step, even when you don't have all the answers. It's easy to wait for the perfect moment or for everything to be just right before taking action. But courage means stepping forward with what you have and trusting that you can handle whatever comes next. It's about embracing uncertainty and having faith in your ability to navigate through it. Courage also means facing difficult emotions head-on. It's natural to feel fear, doubt, or sadness when facing challenges, but courage involves acknowledging these feelings without letting them control you. Instead of avoiding or denying your emotions, confront them with a calm and open mind. This helps you deal with them more effectively and move forward with greater strength and clarity. It's also important to remember that courage isn't about being perfect. Everyone makes mistakes and faces setbacks, and that's okay. What matters is your willingness to keep trying and to keep moving forward, despite any obstacles. Courage is about persistence and the strength to continue even when things get tough. Building courage often involves seeking support from others. Don't be afraid to ask for help or lean on friends, family, or mentors when you need it. Sometimes just talking about your fears and challenges can provide relief and perspective. Support from others can also give you the encouragement you need to keep going and to face your fears with greater confidence. One way to practice courage is by setting goals that push you out of your comfort zone. Identify something you've always wanted to do but have been too afraid to try. Break it down into smaller, achievable steps and take them one at a time. As you make progress, you'll find that your confidence grows and your fears become less daunting. Remember that courage is a skill that can be developed over time. It's not something you either have or don't have. By facing your fears, taking risks, and persisting through challenges, you gradually build your courage and become more resilient. Each act of bravery, no matter how small, adds to your reservoir of courage,